All right, welcome back, everybody. This is week 4 of the First Class podcast. My name is Bobby.
Eric.
I'm Zach.
We are into week 4 of the NFL. We have moved a little bit of our setting.
Our studio.
The painting is behind me. We're going to find a better place for that, but we're adjusting things from time to time. So we got last week's podcast out on time for the first time. I like it. I was glad to finally get that out. We were late with the first 2, but we're on track. So we can keep that going.
Turned out really well.
It did. So all 3 of us are here again. Let us get into some news first. 2 big news stories, depending on how you want to look at them, dropped over the weekend. I believe both on Sunday during the games. First one, if we all know, it is no longer the Pepsi halftime show. It is now the Apple Music halftime show.
Did it really change?
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And the halftime show will be performed by Rihanna. So, all right.
Cool.
Listen.
Yay!
I still really don't think you can top a few of them. Obviously, last year coming off of one of my favorites.
One of arguably the best.
For the younger generation appreciated that, and even some of the older generation. I mean, it was kind of our age group, maybe a little older. With Snoop in there.
Yeah. Dre.
And Dre and
Mary J.
It was a good one. Rihanna, I listen. Some people I guess might have a problem. I don't care. Go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah.
Fine with it. The next one is the NFL is replacing the Pro Bowl with a week-long skills competition and a flag football game.
Yay!
I like the competition thing, like when they used to do the skills challenges back then. But
yeah, this one showcases their football and non-football skills and challenges over several days. And then it will end with a flag football game.
Cool.
Again, great. Wonderful.
Listen, the Pro Bowl was already a joke to begin with.
Yeah.
It pretty much was two-hand touch, so might as well get some flags in there. I played flag since I was 18 to about 26, and then I was off and on. I loved flag. Let's see what the pros can do with flag. It's going to be a lot different for them.
A lot funner than I thought it was.
Just some
You played a
glorified
little bit.
7-on-7, what it'll be.
Right, and I'm trying to read. I haven't seen a lot. They're saying the big men will be in there a little bit for
flag football?
For flag, yeah. It might just be
running the ball?
Might just be the center.
I want to see him run the ball.
Depends on how they do it, really.
You see Big Q getting a handoff, catch the pass.
You can catch. Listen, in every, I believe in every flag league that I played in, the center and the lineman could turn around and catch the ball. That was a key thing. You could have a center who could chip and go.
Yeah.
So I don't know the rules. I don't know if they've fully come out with them yet, but it is definitely different from a Powerpuff game, basically.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it'll low key on the injuries. We'll have to see what they come up with to make it fun. Anyway, Zach, over to you for injury news, and we have a lot.
Yeah, listen, I have a list. Okay.
Checking it twice.
No, I just wrote it all down and just went with it.
Okay.
But now I'm checking it twice.
Okay.
Not type of season yet, but all right. First off, I'm going to start off with the Dolphins. You have Tua, who was limited in practice today, and also with Waddle was limited as well.
Really?
Bengals, T. Higgins, full practice today. Thank goodness, because I need him. And then the running back list, man. You got Dalvin Cook. You got David Montgomery, Joe Mixon, DeAndre Swift.
The first 2, and Swift could
James
be out
Conner,
a while.
Jonathan Taylor.
They said Cook might
be out. Really?
Yeah,
they
he's
said
got a
been-
shoulder injury.
Well,
Might be
he's
wearing a brace.
dislocated it.
They say he's been
Yeah.
dealing with it forever. That he's still. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see.
I heard
It
Swift
should
could be
play.
out. I heard Swift could be out though.
Questionable. Yeah, I need to keep. I put need
Close
to keep an
eye
eye
on
out.
Swift
Yep.
and Montgomery as well could be out for a while.
Yeah, with the knee and an ankle. Mixon also with an ankle. I wrote down no sense to panic. He should play, but we'll see.
I don't think there's anything to panic on Taylor either. They said that
Yeah, it just popped up, but he didn't participate in practice today.
the thing is,
so-
and again, the thing I mentioned last week was anytime they miss, they're going to throw it on there. And Wednesdays are a lot of, and I know he's not a veteran, it's rest day for a lot of veterans.
Yeah.
And so a lot of, like Buckner, I don't think practiced. Gilmore didn't practice. So they're going to be like, oh, they didn't practice. It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
A lot of them just
They're just chilling in ice baths,
Yeah.
pretty much. Herbert, still recovering with whatever he happens ribs. I don't have a lot on him.
He played last week. I don't see a reason why he wouldn't play this week.
Yeah, they say he'll probably still play no matter what. Josh Allen, hand should be fine though.
Was that his throwing hand, I believe? Was that his
I
right?
think so.
I believe that was his right. I saw
It's
it
right
pop up.
hand. It's like at the end of the game type thing. Mac Jones might be on a short-term IR. We'll see.
There's the big one.
That's a high ankle sprain.
I saw that. There was a clip of him when he was coming off the field where he looked like he was screaming in pain.
Yeah.
And it sounded like what they said was a high ankle, which I believe is the worser.
He could have surgery
Worser
on
of
it.
the two?
Yeah, ankle sprain. Yeah, he might have surgery. We'll see.
I saw the surgery thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Sterling Shepard, Giants wide receiver,
Tore his ACL.
torn ACL.
Done. Non-contact again. Looked like he
Yeah,
went
he was
to cut.
just
Yeah.
running.
It looked like he went to cut and
Not
just,
even. He was just jogging. It looked like, and
Yeah,
then next
he
thing you
planted
know,
his leg.
Yep. I don't know how that happens, but it's a thing.
I just picked him up in fantasy.
So
too.
did I. I did the same thing before that game because who went out? There was a flex player that I needed because he went out, and so I needed to pick up another player on that game, and so I saw Shepard. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, and then gets hurt. But the thing I'll say about ACLs is almost every. I won't say every. A very high significant amount of ACL injuries are on non-contact.
Yeah.
Our quarterback Ty, for the longest time, played in the Galleon Place flag. His was non-contact. He was
Yeah.
running the ball, went cut one way, went to cut back the other, pop, done.
Yep.
Tore his ACL and I believe MCL.
Yep. That's what happened to one of my buddies when he was playing football. He was doing a kickoff and he just planted his foot.
Yep.
He was
Your
on the
ACLs
ground.
are fickle things.
I got one more. Joey Bosa.
Yep.
He's
He's
on
out.
IR.
He's is that short term or long
It
term?
said he's expected to return
short-term.
this season,
Most
but
likely short-term.
yeah, he is on IR though. And then other than that, I do have a little fun fact that I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
say.
brought a fun fact.
I brought a fun
What do you
fact. I got so it's actually kind of funny because it's it's true and it'll probably never happen in the history of this team. But the Chicago Bears have never had a 4,000-yard passer.
On that, you want to know something else about the Bears?
What?
Through 3 weeks, they've completed 23 passing attempts.
Yeah.
3 weeks. 23. Most teams
That's so
do that in
sad.
a single game. It's tough. Now, they're doing it mainly on the ground. We'll get there. But that passing offense doesn't look good. But I'll continue on that Chicago fact. I'll add on that passing offense is rough.
Yeah.
It's non-existent.
Right. Okay. So we can then be done with the injury. There's a lot to kind of pay attention to if you have fantasy or you're doing pick'ems. A lot of questionable, a lot of up in the air things as of now. A few key ones for the Thursday game. We will actually recap first, which unfortunately is our longest segment because we talk a lot about because we've seen the games. So let's transition into that. I did awful. I had 6 correct last week. Out of
What'd you finish with, Zach?
I had 7.
Told you it was my week.
Yeah, he was right.
he was right.
I finished with 9.
That was rough.
It was a rough week, man. It was I really should have switched a few games, but I didn't, and that's on me. So let's go through them. The Thursday game, Steelers and Browns. Not really too much here. Just Brissett looked good. You know, he was efficient. What I said he could be. You know, he was 21 for 31 for 220 yards, 2 tutties. Main targets though, Njoku getting into the action. He had 9 catches for 89 yards and a score. The main thing, of course, was their run game. Chubb with 23 carries, 113 and a score. Trubisky didn't look bad. He was 20 for 32 for 207, no touchdowns, no picks. That run game, though, Harris, 15 carries for 56 yards. I mean, got to get more on that, I think. Harris isn't doing a lot.
Oh, man, that offense isn't doing a lot. I mean, you got a couple. We had that amazing catch by Pickens.
Yeah, that was. I'm gonna find a clip and send that. That clip was essence of OBJ.
It was good. Yeah.
That was That was their highlight, and then they lost.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that, I mean, that offense, guys, like I think I said at the beginning of the year, it's just. I mean, just not good.
Deontay Johnson was, he had 8 catches for 84 yards, and that catch was their highlight. So we'll move on to the Texans and the Bears. Bears won this.
It's actually a pretty good game.
It was close.
I picked the Bears, baby.
I picked the Bears.
I went with the Texans, but.
Oh, by the way, we went with Steelers. I believe you and I did, and we lost the one because you went with Brownies. So. Anyways, we'll ignore that.
Moving on.
So Chicago, we went with Chicago. You went with Houston. Obviously, they won 23-20. Listen, Chicago's sitting at 2-1, but that passing game is awful.
Yeah.
He had 2 picks and a fumble.
I think if they played anybody else, they would have lost.
Oh yeah, I mean look,
for sure.
Again. He had 2 picks and a fumble. Now, the fumble was recovered by Chicago, but, I mean, Khalil Herbert came in for Montgomery and carried for 20 times for 157 yards and 2 tutties. So that run game is carrying it for them.
So, since he is running the ball well, even when Montgomery, before he got hurt, was playing pretty decently, I would needless to say it might be a little bit of Fields.
Right there, yeah.
Is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hate to say it, but yeah.
I really wanted high hopes for Fields.
Yeah.
I wanted such high hopes. But what wide receivers do you have? I mean, you're not getting the ball to Mooney, or is it Kmet?
Yep, a tight end. Yeah.
You're not getting that, but I mean,
other than that, they don't really. I mean, they got Equanimous St. Brown. I love saying that name, but yeah, man. Other than that, they don't have anybody, and even then, Mooney and Kmet aren't doing jack.
So I mean, you got to work on your defense and your run game, and the defense isn't. It's average at best.
Yeah.
And so, if they're giving up points, can you stick with the run game? Because if you have to go away from it, you're not passing.
Especially if you get down in the game, I can be able to stick with the run game.
Yeah. So I think they're going to be in for a long season.
Oh yeah.
Mills went 20 for 32 for 245, a score and 2 picks. Pierce got 20 touches for 80 yards and a score, but he fumbled twice. Luckily, both were recovered by Houston, but that still, you got to hold on to that ball, homie, because...
I believe one was in the red zone, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was hoping a lot, for him to really shine in this game.
He could have if he hadn't fumbled twice.
Yeah.
I think he got pulled on
he
that
did,
second.
But it was garbage
fumble.
time anyways. But yeah, I don't think there's too much to read in that. I think they still got a lot of confidence in him.
We'll go Raiders at Titans. Here's when I lost because I chose Raiders.
I was this close to changing it to Tennessee.
Did we all choose Raiders again? Mm-hmm. Listen, Raiders, I don't know what's going on. I thought they'd be very, very good, and they can't get together.
Nope.
They cannot get it together. Adams had 10. He was good week 1, and then he had 10 targets for 5 catches for 36 yards.
You get a touchdown too.
No.
This week?
No.
They did.
Nope. Someone correct me on that. I did not see that he had a touchdown. I'm not going to pull it up. I'm not going to run over there. But I when I looked, I think he only had 5 catches for 36 yards. Jacobs had 13 carries for... That has to be wrong. I put 6 yards. Are my notes wrong here?
Are yours?
Listen, man, I went fast on these.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, shoot.
It's dead time. She can cut away from this.
Yeah, please.
Till we find what we're looking for.
Yeah, he had a touchdown.
Oh, he did have a touchdown. Okay, so Adams went 5 for 36. He had a touchdown. I thought that said 0. I'm sorry. So Adams did have a touchdown, and what was I looking at? Okay, he had 66 yards. I missed a 6. I'm sorry. So,
Bobby.
Numbers.
Jacobs had 13 carries for 66 yards. In 3 games, Jacobs has not gone over 70 yards in any game.
I don't know what's going on with that team, man.
Carr went 26 for 44 for 303, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Tannehill went 19 for 27 for 264 and a touchdown and a pick. Henry, 20 carries for 85 and a score. Henry has not gone over 90 yards in any game.
That's shocking.
Yeah.
And I think I said it after week 1. It looks like he's lost a step out of that burst.
Yeah.
His initial burst step.
Yep.
Also, he lost the left tackle.
True.
So
That definitely plays a role.
that hurts.
Yeah.
Okay, here's where Eric can get cocky. Kansas City at Indianapolis. I will happily accept that I took a loss on this pick.
You should be
100%.
ashamed of yourselves for not picking the Colts. What's wrong with you?
I know he's mad at himself.
But we always win against good teams.
And
We win when we shouldn't.
stated that last time.
That's why this week's up in the air.
Especially since it's a divisional game. So I still have major concerns about this team.
I mean, yeah.
The O-line still needs massive work.
They look better.
Almost,
They look better this game.
better in certain moments, but
That's
on
right.
almost every third down, they would send an all-out blitz, and the line looked confused as
Yeah.
all hell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Matt Ryan, he went 27 for 37 for 222 yards, 2 scores, 0 picks, but he was still sacked 5 times for 45 yards.
Not good.
Taylor had 21 carries for 71 yards. Pittman was back, thank goodness, because
Yes.
he had 8 catches for 72 yards. The 2 scores came off of the big boy, Jelani Woods. His only 2 catches in the NFL so far as a rookie have been touchdowns. Big boy, get him involved.
Yep.
Mahomes went 20 for 35 for 262 and a score and a pick. Juju led their team 5 catches, 89 yards. Kelsey got the score because we don't know how to guard tight ends.
And Gilmore did his best.
Yeah.
He had a great tackle against
Against him. Yeah.
They almost converted into that first down.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did come up and
Great tackle.
now the one thing I want to bring up is the controversial 2-point conversion that Kelsey caught.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they're counting his initial catch because that was over the goal line and then he got pushed back. But because my problem with that is he then bobbled it afterwards.
I think that's
and then
where,
re-secured it.
Yeah.
And then and then his knee went down before. So a lot of people are complaining, oh, well, when he caught it, it was against. Yeah, but then he bobbled the thing. That's not completing the catch, homie. Once he did complete the catch, he was not across the goal line, and he was down. They upheld it. I understand that. But I still don't know. Some of these rules are just confusing.
Yeah.
I still don't understand that one.
Yes. Yeah, that's been one of the bigger. I guess one of the main ones that's been a big question is what is actually a catch. I mean, there's been tons of instances. One that comes to mind is when Calvin Johnson had that catch in the end zone.
Calvin Johnson one, the Des Bryant one.
Oh yeah.
I not only think that was a catch, I think he scored.
Oh, he did, but you're right. They it is what it is. We still won the game, but I'm with you. I think if you're gonna say you got to have full control of the ball,
Yeah.
like the whole time, then don't bobble the ball, and then come out of the end zone without control of it,
And then knee down, and then I don't think that was. The other questionable thing is what did Jones say to Matt Ryan? Because it was 3rd and 6 at the Colts 39.
probably said you got a
And we
pretty
took-
mouth, boy.
Well, we took an 8-yard sack. Ryan took an 8-yard sack, and it would have been 4th down and long. But then after the play, took that unsportsmanlike, got us 15 yards. What did he say? No one's been able to tell us what he said.
Said you got a pretty mouth, boy.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so gave us new life. 10 plays later, Jelani with another tutty. So
With 23 seconds left?
I can't remember how many
24?
seconds were left,
Something
but
like that.
I know we got the tip ball and interception after that. So I was.
Listen, I was just sitting there like I can't even watch this
Because
I'm
we
gonna walk
all
away.
remember watching the Bills Chiefs game
Yeah.
where up and down the field they scored like 5 times in like a minute.
It was
It
insane.
was disgusting.
This was also the game with Mahomes being a little sassy with his offensive coordinator.
I saw something too later this week. LaShawn McCoy came out and kind of backed up Mahomes in that, saying that the enemy doesn't know how to. This is not verbatim, but doesn't know how to coach and likes to argue with the players a lot.
Mahomes tried to clear it up and he wasn't apparently like yelling at him. It was just a conversation that he wanted to go for it. It wasn't anything apparently brutal, But
And I figured.
Andy Reid was just like, "No, come on, kid, to the
Right.
locker room. Let's go."
Okay, massive game. I have a lot to talk about here. Bills at Dolphins. Man, did I almost take the Dolphins. Remember when I said the line was 88.56 in favor of the Bills, and we all said that was stupid? Here's why.
Yeah.
This was a very close game. 21-19, in fact. This should, if you look at all the stats. So Allen went 42 for 63 for 400 yards and 2 touchdowns. He did take 4 sacks. Allen was also their leading rusher with 8 carries for 47 yards.
Yeah, I got it. This guy's not.
Singletary was their running back, was the leading their reception leader, with 9 catches for 78 yards and a score. Diggs had 7 for 74. Tua went 13 for 18 for 186 and a score. However, their team only had a total of 41 rushing yards.
Yikes.
Hill only had 2 catches for 33 yards.
That's a problem.
Here's where the stats, if all I gave you were these upcoming stats, you would say Bills won this game. Bills ran 90 plays and had time of possession of 40 minutes and 40 seconds. Guys, there are 60 minutes in a football game.
Wow.
That's
40 minutes
insane.
and 40 seconds, had a total of 497 offensive yards, 31 first downs. Dolphins ran 39 plays, time of possession of 19 minutes, 20 seconds for 212 yards and a total of 15 first downs. How did the Dolphins win this game? Those stats don't make sense having Dolphins win that. When you have a time of possession of 40-40, 31 first downs and 500 yards, and you lose, and the other team only has 212 yards, how?
What was the turnover margin between the two again?
Oh, I didn't see the turnover margin. I didn't get that, but I don't think it was many. I think Josh may have fumbled once, and I think Tua doesn't say he did Tua pick. I swear, it might have just been one. I think Bills had a turnover, and that's it. And I think it was just one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well.
Now, there are a few funny things here. The main one... no, there's 2. Dolphins backed up near their own goal line. We have another butt fumble, or a butt punt. Butt punt fumble out of the back of the end zone.
Words are
for safety.
hard.
Words are hard when we're trying to rhyme here. So the Dolphins are backed up way the hell against their own goal line, so they're punting out of their goal line. Mm-hmm. And they have like a blocker who should not do this, but he backed up to block. You already don't have room there. So he punted the ball up this dude's ass.
Yeah.
And then it flew out of the back of the end zone for a safety. So that was at the end of the game. So that made it 21-19. And gave the Bills a chance.
Yeah.
Now, the Bills had no timeout. And I'm going to get clips for both of these. Josh threw a pass for... Unfortunately, the guy didn't get out of bounds. And they were trying to clock it and couldn't. And then on live TV, they flashed to the offensive coordinator in the box.
Oh, yeah.
And that dude is just breaking, just slamming everything that he could touch. Just slamming it down, going ham on everything. Making Tom Brady proud on how to break tablets. It was fantastic. Apparently, he actually showed Josh and everybody else on the bus and actually had a good laugh about it. But no, we need to have a discussion. Are the Dolphins the best team in that division, or do they get lucky because they're in Miami? Because you even said something about that the Heat could get to them.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that really was a factor in the game, but I mean, I think it's always something.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't
know if those stat lines can hold, only having the ball under 20 minutes in a game, and you still win. But the thing is, they held Buffalo, who their offense looked unstoppable, held them to 19 points. And 17 points. Yeah. Because 2 of them came off of safety.
Right.
So, is Miami's defense that freaking good?
I can't really say that. I mean,
it looks promising.
It does.
I want to see this again whenever they play each other again.
Yeah.
I still think Buffalo, for now,
is still the best team in the league.
Yeah.
I agree.
Everybody has their off weeks too,
and plus divisional opponent.
Yeah,
so that kind of factors into it as well.
So
for sure.
So next game is Lions and Vikings. Man, did Lions blow this at the end of the game? I didn't take notes on this game. I skipped it because of how mad I was. But all I know is Lions were up, and all they had to do was stop them. And they left. Don't know who scored. Some homie wide open. And he scored a deep touchdown. Yeah. And I mean, it was at the end of the game, and he was just wide ass open. And I was like,
KJ Osborne. KJ Osborne.
I think you're right.
And I'm just like, pathetic.
I know.
Like, come on.
We all picked the Lions too.
Yeah.
I believe.
I mean, shouldn't be surprised.
What a bunch of loot. I'm just kidding.
Bunch of. So I'm just going to skip them because they disappoint me.
Yeah.
But Minnesota won 28-24. I believe we all had Lions, like you said.
Yeah, we did.
Baltimore at New England. I do have notes on this one. Jackson went 18 for 29 for 218 and 4 touchdowns and a pick. Took 4 sacks. But he also ran 11 times for 107 yards and a score.
Can we all say it together? Like we used to always say?
Ready?
Pay Lamar.
He needs paid.
Yeah, I was going to say pay him.
And here's the problem. I think before the negotiations before the year, I think what he wanted was around 265, 270.
What?
His contract.
Oh, yeah.
265 mil or 270 mil.
Yeah.
That thing's going to jump to like 300.
It's going to have to, man.
Baltimore, you done messed up because now you're going to have to pay him an extra 30 mil.
Yeah.
If this keeps going. And he wins an MVP, which he's on track.
Yeah. Dude,
his second.
Balling out.
Gambled hard.
This will be his second in like, what, 5 years?
Yeah.
I can't remember how long he's been in the year. Maybe it's 2 and 4. Maybe it's his second and 4. Because Aaron won back-to-back. But then was Lamar here before that? I don't know. Someone find that real quick while I talk about these stats.
Okay.
Ran for a score. Andrews had 8 catches for 89 yards and a score. So of the 18 completions that he threw, Andrews caught 8 of them for 89 yards. Dobbins, this was Dobbins' first game back. He only had 7 carries for 23 yards. Mac Jones went 23 for 32 for 321 yards, no touchdowns, but he threw 3 picks. That's not fantastic.
I dropped him.
Oh.
Who did you drop?
Jones.
By the way, I found your stat. Yes, it was the 2021, 2020 Aaron Rodgers, and 2019 was, Lamar Jackson.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, however, the Patriots as a team did rush for 145 yards. This is why I don't like picking up Patriot running backs, because they run by committee. Stevenson had 12 rush for 12 times for 73 yards and a score, and Harris ran 11 times for a score. How do you know who to start?
Yeah.
Jones also did have a rushing TD. Jones, at the end of the game, as we stated earlier, looked pretty hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who their backup is. I heard
Brian Hoyer.
Brian Hoyer.
I heard some rumors that they want to try to bring Cam back.
Oh, no.
Gross.
Yeah, that's...
Go away.
That's all
Right.
I've heard. Listen, okay, next. We'll go Bengals at Jets. Thank the Lord Bengals took a win here.
Mm-hmm.
He's upset over there because he took Jets again.
I'll be all right. It's
Yeah.
not my team.
Bengals won 27-12.
They needed this game so
They-
bad.
Now again, it is against the Jets. We'll go Burrow first. He went 20. That is an incorrect stat, but he had 275 yards and 3 touchdowns. Flacco went 28 for 52 for 285 and 2 picks. I don't know.
Win them all.
It's not going to get any
I
better.
don't-
Zach
I don't
Wilson's
know.
back.
I don't know if you want to have that old ass throwing for 52 times.
No.
Chase had another rough day. He did catch 6 passes, but only for 29 yards, and he lost a fumble.
Dang,
come back down
he
to earth.
scored though.
He did.
He has a score.
Yeah, but I mean, when you only have 29 yards,
Yeah, true.
It's not what we're used to with him.
and he
Yeah.
and he lost a fumble, it's
He'll be all right.
How many?
Hopefully.
Do you have a stat of how many times Burrow got sacked in this one?
I don't think he got sacked this time. You can look that up too. I didn't write it down because I don't think he did.
Let's see.
I think he was clean this week.
Really? We'll see how that goes this tomorrow for them.
Tomorrow, yep, because they do play tomorrow. Have you seen? We'll get there. I'm not going to spoil it yet.
Nope, don't do it.
See who can get it first. I win. He took 2 sacks.
Yeah, well,
I just have he's been sacked 13 times in 3 games.
it's a lot.
It's the highest. It's the league highest.
No, he's been sacked 15 times.
This says 13.
That stat is incorrect then. He was sacked 7 times, then 6 times, then 2 times.
It's Bobby's boy. He knows.
Well,
He was sacked 7 against
you
the
need
Steelers.
to tell Google to fix it
Hmm.
because this was 3 days ago.
They're wrong. We will move on. See if I can go here and find it. Sacks. Steelers 7, Dallas 6, Jets 2. Math. That is 15.
I was just reading the internet, bro.
They're-
Listen,
okay.
don't get feisty with me.
All right. Good.
He's starting kind of early.
No. Jeez.
All right, next game. I didn't write notes on this one because I really don't care. Eagles at Commanders. Okay, Eagles won 24-8.
Jalen Hurts. That's all I gotta say.
And I'm actually upset that he finally started throwing the ball to Devontae Adams because I had him, not Devontae Adams, Devontae Smith.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Oh, geez.
Excuse me. Sorry. To Smith. Because I had him benched. Because he had done nothing. He done nothing the last 2 weeks. And then he pops off like this, and I'm just like,
That's the the woes of fantasy football.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's upsetting.
It's sad.
So, anyways, we'll move on. I also don't have a lot on this game because I didn't care about this game either. New Orleans at Carolina. I had the Saints, though.
Loser. Baker, baby.
Oh God, I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
But yeah, you are a loser. Though.
Yeah. Panther. What did Baker do? They had a fumble recovery for a touchdown. It's the only reason they won this game.
I was just saying because that's fun to say.
Oh, okay.
and I'm a fan.
So I don't care about this game.
Nope, me
so
either.
we're gonna skip it. Just the fact that Panthers won.
I'm excited about this one.
For this next game?
Good
Oh,
Lord. I don't even
God.
know where to start.
I don't know where to start
I don't even
either.
know what happened.
Duville, I guess. Listen, who would have expected the Jaguars to go into LA and drop 38 points on the Chargers, who are favorites to
It's supposed to be a high-powered offense.
and they put up 10 points.
They're supposed to have a pretty decent defense, too.
And they gave up 38 points. So I do have some notes on this. Lawrence went 28 for 39 for 262 and 3 scores, no picks, and no sacks. Where's that defense you were talking about? Didn't even touch him.
Hey, man, I just said they're supposed
It's
to.
supposed to, exactly. Robinson ran 17 times for 100 yards and a touchdown. Zay Jones had 10 catches for 85 yards and a score. Kirk had 6 catches for 72 and a score. Herbert went 25 for 45. I don't know if I like that stat. You're almost throwing more incompletions than you are completions. For 297 yards, not even throwing for 300 yards, and a touchdown and a pick. The team only ran for 26 total yards on 12 attempts.
Wow.
Eckler only had 4 carries. However, he did have 8 catches for 48 yards. Palmer was their leading receiver with 99 yards. Listen, the Chargers,
There's almost no words for this. Like,
here's my problem. The Chargers barely beat the Raiders week 1, and the Raiders look like doo-doo. Who did the Chargers play last week?
Titans.
Nope, they played
Oh, the
Kansas
week
City.
2, you mean?
Week 2, they played
last
Kansas
week
City.
they
They played
played
Kansas
Chargers.
City.
Yeah.
The Chargers played Kansas City, and honestly, they looked really good there.
yeah.
Here, I don't know. I'm starting not to know.
The AFC was weaker than we thought.
That's what it's looking like. Three. You know the stat too. 3 AFC South teams who look like they have the weakest division. That's our division. Went in and played 3 AFC West teams and
beat
won.
them.
Oh, yeah, I saw there's a meme.
Yeah.
It just says
like
L. It just says an L. Is that the one you're looking
No,
at?
it's where
It's like
they're
they're playing
tug of war and they're just dragging.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny because Colts beat Chiefs.
So you can find that. You can pop that in there.
Titans beat Raiders, and then Jags beat Chargers.
Yep.
Very very weird week. I don't know. I didn't get any more stats for any of these because I don't know. Rams beat Cardinals. I chose Cardinals. Me and you both switched to Cardinals.
Yes.
I'm still not impressed by the Rams by any means.
Yeah, they still don't look like
Super Bowl.
the Super Bowl team.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't.
I think they're going to get it together, though.
They will.
They better.
Like a lot of these teams, I think, especially go back to the Chargers just a little bit. Sometimes it takes some teams to just get in a rhythm.
Yeah.
They're lucky.
Eagles starting off really early, but
Yeah.
They are lucky. There is not only 17 weeks, but that there's now an extra team allowed into the playoffs.
true.
If teams are starting off this slow,
2-1. It's not slow.
yeah, but to look as kind of I don't know. They just don't look like what I think they should look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't think.
I don't think they even have like any main injuries to really.
I mean, if their only loss was OBJ, I mean, as far as like offense,
And, well, they got rid of Woods for
Yeah.
Robinson.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Allen Robinson hasn't done anything.
No.
So is he a bust? It looks like it. He could step up later.
Cooper Cup's still playing pretty well, though.
Though. He only had 4 catches last week, didn't he?
And he rushed
for a 20-yard touchdown, though. Okay,
Yeah.
dude. Next game, which Zach did change this pick after I yelled at him. He originally had Seattle and then changed it to Falcons. So all of us did, in fact, choose Falcons. However, this was a much closer game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, for a while, it looked like Seattle could have won.
Yeah.
This was a 27-23 game that the Falcons did come out on top of. So again, I think both these teams are just awful.
Yeah.
Just someone had.
At least Kyle Pitts actually showed up
to win
this game.
Yeah, he did.
and someone had to win this game. So
Yeah.
Glad it was Atlanta.
Huh?
Glad it was Atlanta.
Because you would have been mad. Cordell Patterson showed up with 17 carries and 141 yards and a touchdown.
Nice.
As you said, Kyle Pitts came alive. He had 5 catches for 87. London only had 3 catches, but he did have a score. So, helps in fantasy-wise, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, that touchdown does help.
So, Geno threw for 325 yards again. I mean, he threw 44 freaking times. Good Lord.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was 32 for 44, 325, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. So, Lockett's out there. He had 9 catches for 76 yards. DK with 5 for 64 and a touchdown. So, I mean, Seattle...
Did you see that touchdown, by the way, by Metcalf? It was pretty.
No?
I didn't see it either.
I don't think so.
It was pretty.
I-
Very DK of him.
Did he moss somebody?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, well.
I think actually it was 2 people.
Wow. He is called... What isn't it? Don't a lot of people call him the baby Megatron?
I think.
Yeah.
They call him baby Megatron.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to Packers at Buccaneers. I chose Packers.
I did too.
I chose Bucks.
You chose Bucks.
I
This was
did.
a really close game. 14.
Both are very good defensive teams.
This was
Yeah.
a very
But
defensive
Brady
game.
also looked horrible.
He had
Well, he had
nobody
nobody
to throw
to-
the ball to.
Yeah.
Nobody to throw the ball to.
We thought the same thing for Green Bay, but here comes Lazard
And Dobbs.
and Dobbs.
Dobbs popped off.
Yeah.
In camp, I said, I believe it was week 1, I said Dobbs was the one catching more attention than Watson. Was that the other guy?
Yeah. Yep.
So Dobbs was the one who I was thinking could show out, and he did. I still think Tampa Bay, when they get some of their guys back, Evans will be back. Godwin,
They said he practiced today. Not that that means much,
right?
but
Because Darius Leonard's been practicing.
this
for
is the
2
first
full weeks.
time he's
In full
actually
pads, yeah.
practiced since he got injured. So
Hopefully he plays.
step by step.
Yep. Baby steps.
Baby steps. Next one.
Oh,
Listen,
dog water.
this game, I want to hear excuses again on why I should trust in Russell Wilson. Because the only reason that Broncos won is because Jimmy G does not know where the back of the end zone is. Pulled a Dan Orlovsky on him.
He did, but AFC West, man, the way it's looking right now, they still got a shot with that defense. And if they get any point in time where something just clicks on offense, with everyone playing the way they're playing, just saying.
You're right.
But I'm worried about my pick too, because I did pick them to win the division, but I am worried.
I
about
still
it
think
because-
Chiefs win that division. Chiefs or Chargers. They'll find their offense.
Because that offense, their head coach reminds me of the coach from
Broncos?
yeah, the Broncos
Okay.
head coach reminds me of the head coach from Waterboy. The scene where he's where he's like, oh, he fakes left, then he fakes faking going left, and he's like, and I don't know where I am anymore.
2 receivers lined up to the left, 1 to the right. There's a flanker lined up to the left, behind the quarterback. Now, he gives the ball. No, he doesn't. He doesn't get the ball. The receiver goes all the way over there to the left. Once the quarterback has the ball, he fakes to the left. No, he fakes to the right. He doesn't fake. He thinks about fake. He pretends to fake. I don't know where I am.
Don't know where I am anymore.
That's what he reminds me of. Because, obviously you come from Green Bay and you got Aaron Rodgers slinging the ball left and right, but that was also when Devontae Adams was there. So how much of it was really this guy and how much of it was
Aaron
actually
Rodgers?
the Aaron Rodgers and the Devontae Adams connection?
I mean, you say the same thing when you have Peyton, Marvin, Reggie,
Yeah.
Clark,
But I'm not going to disrespect Tom Moore here. Hell no. Don't you put no Tom Moore
I
slander
didn't
out
say
here.
that.
I didn't say that either. I just said it looked
No,
horrible.
no. You're thinking it, though.
Was it?
Trying to get in your head.
Putting words into my mouth that I didn't say.
You didn't have to.
Oh, okay. You're right. I'm sorry.
Some words are better left unsaid.
All right, final game before we can get into our picks. Cowgirls at I did it again. Cowboys at Giants.
Well,
Cowboys did win this one.
did.
Cooper
Changed
Rush.
to the Giants.
Wait, you changed?
To the Giants.
Oh, you were the only one to pick the Cowgirls? boys?
Oh, so you have another one that you changed. Oh.
I had Cowboys originally, I think.
Did you? I don't know. We have to go back and check the tape, so I'm not doing that. So I had Giants originally. I thought we all had Giants. We all had Giants, I think.
Maybe we did.
I think we all had Giants.
We did all have Giants.
I think we all had Giants.
Maybe I was thinking I wanted to change
So, it was a close game, 23-16. You know, there was a few questionable calls by both. I believe there was a pass interference that they didn't call against CeeDee Lamb. It was a deep pass to CeeDee Lamb, and there was no pass interference, and it looked like there clearly should
I'm
have
not
been.
gonna lie, man. I fell asleep in the middle of that game.
I was playing video games, and the TV was on behind me, and I would turn every now and again, so I clearly missed it. Too busy to care about this game. Sorry.
Too busy.
It shows
playing video games. Wow.
I had raids to go on, man.
You know what? I don't want to hear it.
Oryx had to die. You don't know who that is. It's fine. It's fine. Any gamers who play Destiny know Oryx had to die. So, Cooper Rush, 21 for 31, 215 and a tutty. Didn't look too bad. Pollard out here getting... he had 13 carries for 105 yards.
Start the man.
While Elliott had 15 carries for 73. He did have the touchdown. But you have Pollard with an 8.1 average compared to Ezekiel's 4.9.
Pollard. I like Pollard.
A lot of people have been saying start Pollard for a while.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you're basically only using Zeke for like those 2-yard goal line touchdowns.
Yeah. Jones was 20.
I'll take that fantasy wise.
Yeah. But still, it's like that's.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like them anymore. I've lost it.
Jones was 20 for 37 for 196 and a pick. He was sacked 5 times. Saquon out here carrying 14 times for 81 yards and a tutty. He also had 4 catches for 45 yards. So
he's looking
still getting
good
in there, doing some work.
We'll see. Good.
There's a fun little, I wouldn't call it really a dispute, but it was Peyton and Eli in their little sportscast, and Pat McAfee was on there as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a clip with Peyton of why they weren't calling a timeout when they were just letting that clock run. They wasted like 20 seconds at the end.
Are you talking about Peyton, and when Peyton gets so
mad and why they won't call a timeout?
There was a funny stat. I saw something that came over. Like, how many times can Peyton say timeout? Don't call timeout. Call timeout. Like, they're not going to call timeout here, are they? Why they said like timeout like 14 times.
Yeah.
It was. Did you? Oh, you said you fell asleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the one that I had on the background. Was they had who did they have on there? They had Pat on there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They had a few other guests.
That's the only one that I saw.
That's the only one you saw was Pat. I know they had a few other ones. So enough of this jazz. That covers up the recap of how I did terrible, Zach did terrible, and Eric
gets the glow a little bit.
So we each have a win. Okay, so let's now transition into actual Week 4 picks. Again, I forgot to state it. We record these on Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, September 28th. And then we'll drop on Sunday. So we do... you'll watch this on Sunday, and we do pick the Thursday, but we haven't seen it. This is Wednesday. So that means football starts tomorrow with the Dolphins at Bengals. Y'all see the Bengals drop? They're going to be in all white.
I love their uniforms.
They're going to be in all white, and I saw a picture of their end zones are also all white and black.
It's kind of sad. It's kind of nice.
Fancy.
It kind of makes me want to pick them, even though I have Miami currently.
You saw that thing with they talked to Tyreek at the end of the game. He didn't know obviously who they were playing against this week, and that he didn't know they were playing on Thursday night. So he found out during both things.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then he said, he's named a specific player on the Bengals, Eli Apple, cornerback, and said, "Oh, apparently he has history of torching him." So, and then I saw something the day before we started recording that Tua said they're going to try to feed him the ball a lot while Eli Apple
Tua's going to feed Tyreek. Let him eat.
I will say Tua and Waddle, though, they are questionable. They'll probably
play.
But
I
just
think
the
both
off
play.
chance.
I think Tua's more likely to play. What was Waddle's injury? Did it actually say what his injury was, or did it just say
I wrote it down, I think.
Tua, I have more faith in playing. I don't know what Waddle's was. No, if he feeds, Eli Apple, that's kind of...
I just wrote he was limited.
That's kind of rude that they're trashing all over Apple. But it is funny. Currently, I have Dolphins. Depending on those two injuries, though, I may change to Bengals.
So you're saying that both guys don't play, you're choosing Bengals, basically?
Yes. But currently, I have Dolphins.
What if only one of them plays? And
Depends on the one. If it's Tua.
He's dealing with a groin injury.
Who? Waddle?
Waddle.
I don't like that.
No, either.
Groin injuries are very lingering and very...
Yeah, George Kittle, for example.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They're not fun to come back from. So
I've had that issue.
They're not fun to come back from. So
Even then, who knows what kind of... He's obviously not going to be 100% while he's out there.
Right. So we'll see how actually significant that groin injury. If if it's a bad pull, we'll see. But currently, I'm still going to keep the Dolphins.
I have Bengals.
Okay.
I'm leaning Bengals too.
Okay.
And then not just because of the white helmet,
That's what's kind of pushing me to want to choose the Bengals.
just for fun.
Just for fun, but I'll obviously have it if I do change it.
I'm taking the home team. I think.
Okay, go Bengals.
I think Miami's coming back down to earth this week.
For now, I have Miami. This could change, and it'll be adjusted on obviously next week's podcast. So I'll have it adjusted.
Stop telling me what's wrong with you.
Anyways, so currently
information.
I have Miami. You two have Bengals. The next game. This is in London.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you see the Saints are rocking black helmets too for this?
Ooh, yeah.
That's gonna be sick. I don't think it's gonna.
Does that mean all black then? Or are they just doing black helmets with?
I don't know their full uniform. We'll see. It'll be kind of cool.
Hopefully it's all black.
I bet it's black with like their gold under, like on the sides.
Well, but it's still a black jersey.
Black jersey, yeah, but gold on the side.
But he's saying black helmet because it's normally the gold helmet.
I would wear black.
But that'd be sick.
Yeah.
I'd draw all black.
Yeah.
But this is in London, I believe. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Considering it's at 9:30 in the morning.
It's 9:30 in the morning. Where else would it be? Oh, well, you tell me. So currently, I have Minnesota. I have the Vikings.
I have Minnesota as well.
Yeah, I do too. I saw something that Winston wasn't even practicing today.
Oh.
Dalton was getting first team reps. So
I heard that. As well.
Definitely taking Minnesota. I know he's a ginger
Also-
squad like
also
the rest
Cook.
of us.
Also, Cook, depending on if he plays, but I think Madison
Madison would be
is
the
still a
backup.
very significant.
Yep.
He's a solid backup.
Yep.
What are you questioning over there, homie?
Tua's dealing with a back and ankle injury.
He was dealing with that before, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
per the coach, they're not really sure if he's going to play.
Oh. Again,
I don't even know who the hell their backup is at all. I think we talked about this earlier. Who is their backup?
Bridgewater.
Oh, God.
Is it really?
I believe so. You can check me, but I
Yeah.
believe it's Bridgewater. We'll continue on to the next game. A lot of injuries, guys. Sorry. Browns at Falcons. I actually struggled with this game.
Really?
I'm going Brownies.
Yeah, I am too. No question about that.
You're right, it is Bridgewater.
Atlanta, I mean...
Their main source is their run. If they can get Cordell going, and I think Browns have a good. Ooh, but what about Myles Garrett? You didn't even throw that in there, did you?
Oh, yes, car accident.
We forgot about that news story.
Yeah. I forgot. I totally
Look up
spaced
that story real quick. But I still think even though he might be hurt, I still think their run defense will be fine. And then they force Mariota to pass. And I think that Atlanta can give up a lot of points. I think they've given up a lot of points, but they score a lot of points. And so I think with Chubb on the ground, that can take the clock away. And I think Brissett is efficient enough to be able to make the throws when he needs to make the throws.
It's making me question that pick now.
Really? I'm still going to stay with the Browns. I'm still staying with the Browns.
Okay, so he sustained a shoulder sprain, bicep strain, minor lacerations, and bumps and bruises. It's unclear how long he'll be sidelined or if he will be available for Sunday's game against Atlanta.
I'm going to guess he's not going to play.
Yeah, I would say so.
That's my best guess.
I'm going with he's not playing. I have Falcons.
I've got Falcons.
For now, I'm gonna keep Browns, but I might change it to the Falcons.
Okay. So currently, Eric and I have Browns, and Zach is going Falcons.
See.
Okay.
See, senor.
Let's go Commanders at Cowboys. I'm gonna have to go Cowboys. All right.
It's in Dallas. I have Cowboys.
It's in Dallas. I don't like either. Wentz.
Both quarterbacks are redheads, so.
Fun fact. There's a fun fact.
Yeah. But I like the Cowboys' defense better.
And we said that last week too.
And they won.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm going.
What's his face?
Cowgirls as well.
Micah
Parsons.
Micah Parsons. He's been an abs. I mean, he was a freaking stud last year, and he's just continuing. That dude's an animal.
Yeah, he's scary.
He's an absolute savage. So we're all on the same page here, Cowboys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. If they disappoint me again, I'm never picking them again.
Who?
Seattle at Lions. I'm gonna go Lions because it is a West Coast team coming to the Midwest, and it's at Detroit, and Detroit plays well at home. I'm going to give them a second chance that their defense won't blow it. I'm going to stick with the Lions one more time.
Go ahead.
I have Lions.
Okay.
I kind of want to wait for you to pick so I can be like.
I think I'm going to take Seattle.
Okay. Any particular reason? Just
Probably gut feeling.
Yeah,
he just wants to make them picks.
No, it's just a gut feeling. Obviously, they've been. Yeah, Detroit been able to put up a lot of points and quickly, but know what? I'm going to Detroit.
Okay.
I like
Goff does have 7 touchdowns in 3 games.
I have more of a gut feeling about the Atlanta pick than Atlanta beating Cleveland than this one, actually.
Okay. So all 3 of us are choosing Lions here?
Yeah.
Okay. Next game, Titans at Colts. I struggled here as well.
You don't have to ask me.
Okay. Eric is going Colts. I'm going Colts.
This is one where I didn't pick. I haven't picked yet, and I still don't know.
No. I'm saying Colts. I think we're going to ride high off of, obviously I'm always going to pick them, but if I wasn't doing that, they're going to ride high off the win, off of beating Kansas City. Home game on top of that as well. Tennessee has had their struggles on offense and defense as well, so hopefully our offense can continue with all the bright spots that we had this past week.
And hopefully Shaq can play.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I want to know why he's not.
We're probably waiting for this game.
I kept yelling at the TV.
I know, he was. Every time they flashed on the sideline, put on some pads!
Yeah. But he was still hyping up that defense on the sideline. He's still a team.
He needs to be out there.
Yeah, he needs to be out there.
Put him in a cheerleader uniform. Something, man. Get him out there.
I don't want to see that.
Next game, Bears at Giants.
This one I didn't pick either.
I'm going Giants because I'm riding off that Saquon wave.
I'm going Giants as well.
And plus, the
Saquon, I mean, what do the Bears have? I mean, especially if Montgomery's out. Yeah, that other running back ran all over him, but I mean, I don't know.
But how good is the Giants' defense? I mean, compared to Chicago's offense, yes, but it's also like...
Well, are they better than Dallas's defense? Because they fought tooth and nail with Dallas.
True.
And Dallas is more prone to creating turnovers, as we've known in the past. They're just, for some reason, very good at that.
Yeah, and it's in New York. I'll go Giants as well.
Okay, Giants.
Spend too much on that. This next game is kind of interesting.
This one is, I don't know what I'm doing here. Jaguars at Eagles.
Yeah, in Philly, I have Eagles.
Man, Jaguars put up 24 against us and then 38 against Chargers in LA.
I know.
Philadelphia's defense, though.
Here's what I think could get them. This jet lag from going from Florida to Cali, Florida to train, East Coast, unless they went straight to...
Are they being affected by the hurricane at all?
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I believe Jacksonville, could be wrong, I believe Jacksonville is north.
I mean, it is.
East.
I didn't know if they were going to get hit by it.
No. Tampa.
The hurricane did change directions, though, so that's where the Tampa Bay game might get changed.
Yeah, the Tampa Bay game might get changed. But
So,
I think if they went from LA, if they went back to Florida to practice and then went to East Coast, that's a lot of travel. And so maybe it slows them down, maybe it doesn't. We'll see conditioning, coordinating, coaching on that. Hurts is just hot right now.
Yeah, I'm continuing with them, too. I'm picking Eagles.
stick
But-
with the Eagles.
I'm not going to be shocked at all if
So all three
somehow
Eagles.
Jacksonville pulls us off. I don't want them to for
Yeah.
division purposes, but
So all three Eagles.
yeah.
Jets at Steelers. Currently,
It's another dog water game.
Wilson should be back. Have we heard anything confirming if he is coming
I
back?
saw the coach say something about it. Says, yeah, he's back. And we'll start this week
Okay,
for
so
Robert Saleh.
Wilson will play.
Oh, man, I won this.
So then Wilson will play, and then he's going up against Trubisky. I am currently going with Pittsburgh. I don't really know why. Maybe just because I think they have a better coach.
They do.
It's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Zach Wilson sucks, man. I'm going Pittsburgh.
Wow!
Shots fired.
Good Lord!
Whoa.
Just say it. You won't say it. I'll say it.
Okay. Well. Okay. Listen, I don't know.
Anywho.
The over/under on this line is 41.5. You expect these teams to put up 41.5 points?
No.
Not a chance.
You take the under on that.
Okay. Anyway, so we're all going Pittsburgh here, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't have to talk too much about this stupid
We're all
game.
agreeing today. This is
We
weird.
are.
It's probably not a good sign for us.
Probably not.
But here's one that we could differ on because
Ooh,
this was
yeah.
difficult.
That's true.
The Buffalo at Baltimore. What do you think here, guys? I've been starting. I don't want to start here.
I'm picking Baltimore.
I gotta go with Baltimore, too. I don't want to.
Yay.
Pay Lamar.
I mean, either way, you don't look stupid picking either.
I
team.
know
Yeah,
because
you really don't.
I have
can't go wrong.
I have the Bills.
It's like you want to pick, Batman or Superman, basically, right here.
Here's my reasoning.
that's the best
Batman.
analogy,
That's not the best analogy. Batman by far.
Batman or who?
Superman.
Going straight up fight here.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, Superman will freaking kill him in a blink of an eye. It's not even close.
If I can make it more of an equal fight, let's pick
Batman versus Green Arrow.
Batman. Is that equal?
Yeah, that's about as close as you're gonna get.
If they both have prep time, I'd say it's close.
Yeah.
I'd say it's close.
Okay.
Green Arrow be that guy, okay? Don't underestimate him.
That's Bruce Wayne, man.
I know.
It's Oliver Queen.
It's Oliver Queen, though.
That's Bruce Wayne.
But it's Batman. Okay, we're getting off topic.
2 millionaires, man.
Yeah.
Who know how to prep and who
Money
have
and gadgets, baby.
excellent training.
Yeah,
Excellent training.
And that almost same training.
Yeah.
So.
Ra's al Ghul. Okay, we're talking Marvel and DC here, and we need to stop because we could get on a tangent. All three of us.
Yeah,
we
we could.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Bills.
I want that cutted for TikTok, by the way.
Bills. I think because the Ravens, I don't trust their defense. I think their defense is their true weak spot. Ravens. I don't like
I'm just listening to you.
So I think the Bills can put up more points here. I think it's going to be who can score the most points.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see who have the Ravens played. They've played Miami,
Which is high scoring.
Jets,
Mm-hmm.
and who else? Who is week 2?
I played Miami was week 2.
Okay, so then who the hell was week 3? Patriots.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Look at us.
So Miami, Jets, and New England, and now they play Buffalo. Now they play. Buffalo. Is this going to be their strongest defense that they're playing?
Talking about Baltimore?
Yes, is Baltimore playing Buffalo. Is this going to be the strongest defense they've played?
Yeah, I mean, usually Bill Belichick's defenses are pretty good. I mean, overall, the team's not pretty.
Yeah.
But usually their defenses are still pretty solid. But I mean, I would say on paper, this is probably the best defense they're going to be playing so far.
Yeah. So if this comes to a shootout, I can see Ravens winning because, again, I think at any time Lamar can put on a Superman cape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see that development in Josh Allen's hand, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how significant it is. I'm gonna stick with the Bills just because I think the Bills are the best team in the NFL.
I'm gonna double check to see which hand it is.
I think it's his right.
Yeah.
We can move on. I'm the only one choosing Bills currently, and you two are taking Ravens.
Yep.
Season.
Chargers at Houston. I know we tied with them, but I think Houston's the worst team in the league.
No injury concern for Josh Allen.
Okay, so
There you go.
Worse than the Bears, even though they did lose, but anyways, we don't have to go there.
I think they're close.
Yeah, it's close.
I think they're close.
1A, 1B
Yeah.
type thing.
I'm gonna take Chargers here. I think Chargers bounce back.
I do too. I think they bounce back for sure. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna put out a poor performance, putting up like 10
Hopefully.
points again.
But Houston has been putting up a lot of points, though.
They have been, which is shocking.
But like, let's just say, Chargers were on their A game against Jacksonville in the shootout. I mean, I don't know if you want to go against them in a shootout.
Yeah.
No.
Not with Herbert's arm. That dude can bomb
Right.
the ball.
And then
Yeah,
Keenan
well-
Allen's probably going to be back this week too.
All right, yeah, they were missing some offense.
Yeah.
Now next, another fun one that I had trouble with. Cardinals at Panthers. God, you're going to say something stupid about Baker being good. I'm going Cardinals.
I have lost faith in the Cardinals, so I'm going Panthers. Obviously.
I'm going Cardinals as well.
Ooh.
I'll be the odd man out on that one. I'm okay with that.
So
I don't have much to say. It's just
they're both
Yeah,
one.
it's
They're
just-
both 1 and 2.
they both look pitiful.
They both don't look good.
Somebody's got it. Well,
Somebody's got.
Somebody's
oh,
got
no.
You said
don't
yeah,
have
they
it.
could tie,
Yeah.
but I have a little bit more faith in Kyler than I do Baker.
Is that a fair point?
And I don't think. I think I like the coach better too.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah,
A little
I don't-
bit.
I don't know. Somebody. Yeah. I don't know.
We'll see. I mean, you could probably flip a coin for this game.
This one for me is literally just I pick one. Just
So Eric and I are going Cardinals, and you're going Panthers.
Mhm.
Gotta stick with them. New England at Green Bay. Mac Jones, most likely not playing.
Yeah.
This is a really funny stat. Packers have a 96.99% chance of winning. I'll take that. I'm going Packers.
Yeah, I'm going Packers as well, too.
Yeah. Same.
It's at Lambeau.
It's at Lambeau.
Well,
Yeah.
With Mac not playing, it's going to be all rushing. If they can stop the rush,
then you stop them.
you stop them.
Yeah, I would.
The only way Patriots pull us out of Bill Belichick out coaches somehow and changes stuff up.
Aaron always starts slow. I think he started slow last year with his first game.
Now he's starting to get connection.
And then he won back-to-back MVPs. He'll start. He's starting to get hot.
It's just the way he does it.
Yeah.
Denver at Las Vegas.
I will say this: Vegas has to win this game. Otherwise, they're gonna be.
I already think they're done, but yeah, they have to win this.
They have to win this one.
I have Las Vegas.
Because you did that, I'm taking Denver.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Raiders.
Okay. What is it? Denver, let's ride or something stupid?
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Broncos Nation.
Let's ride. I don't like anything
You can
about
put that in there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. We'll find
Let's ride. Let's ride.
Broncos.
Let's ride.
Perfect.
Okay.
One more time. Broncos country. Let's ride.
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
There's going to be a lot of clips, I'm assuming, in this one like there was last time. I don't like either of these teams, but Raiders have to find some sort of connection.
They do.
You have too many good weapons with Jacobs, Adams, Renfro. Where the heck is Renfro?
Who's that one guy?
He is actually. That's one I forgot. He is injured.
Oh, well, thanks.
They had somebody step up in his absence.
And Waller needs to step up more.
They had a receiver last week.
He's out with a concussion.
Mac Hollins.
Yes, I remember this name.
He had 8 receptions out of 10 targets for 158 yards, and he had that moss of a catch, which sent the game. Well, give him a chance to win the game with that 2-point conversion, which they missed. But I don't know how he caught that one touchdown pass, but that's
I remember it.
Pretty amazing stats, and he's got some good-looking hair too. So
No, that's a bonus.
still picking Denver though.
Denver Raiders. Now, what were you saying?
No,
about
Renfro, he has a concussion.
Oh,
Is he out?
Yes.
Who knows how long he'll be out with that?
Yeah, that didn't say, but he's not participating in practices.
Yeah, he'll probably be out for a little bit.
Heat concussions.
Not practicing with concussion, and that was 2 hours ago. So
Chiefs at Buccaneers. This is the one where this game could get moved.
Like move site.
yeah, they said that it probably might get moved to Minnesota.
Okay.
Is that where it said?
That's the last thing I saw.
Why?
Listen, I don't know.
I
just
guess they are.
read
They
it.
are in London, so
Yeah.
Oh, Minnesota
It
is.
is. Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what? I know I saw the stadium name. So was it just Minnesota? If they
It
actually
just
play?
said Minnesota is the last thing I saw.
Oh, so maybe it's not. I don't think it would be Minnesota Stadium, though. I heard the stadium. Maybe it's a college stadium though. I don't think they can use the Viking Stadium though.
that's so random. Let's go to Minnesota.
Yeah, I think at that point they have to.
I mean, it's about as far as what you can get from the hurricane.
Indianapolis chosen as contingency site if Kansas City Chiefs Tampa Bay Buccaneers game has to relocate because of Hurricane Ian.
Does it say what stadium? I thought there
It
was a
has
stadium
a picture
name.
of. Hold on. USA Bank Stadium.
It is. Wow.
Well, then it says while Minnesota will be playing in London. So.
I didn't think they could do that, but sure, whatever. Why not? It's weird. Okay, so we haven't actually chosen who we're picking here.
Mm-hmm.
I have Chiefs.
Oh man.
I didn't pick this one. I've gone back and forth. Brady, he just doesn't look good. I know he doesn't have weapons, and he'll have weapons back this week, but still.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do Chiefs as well.
Okay, so all of us have Chiefs.
Which means Tampa Bay's probably.
Probably Tampa Bay's.
Brady's gonna do some Brady-like.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Rams, and that's the Sunday night game, by the way.
Yes.
So then the Monday night game is LA Rams at San Francisco. I'm going to go Rams.
Same.
This was the NFC Championship of last year, right?
Was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Garoppolo made me mad by running backwards out of the end of the end zone, taking a safety.
Yeah.
I just love what Orlovsky said. I'm glad I'm not the only one now in 7 years.
God. He's not as bad as Orlovsky, even though he did that. It's going to be a close game, but I think Rams squeak it out at the end.
So all of us are Rams.
Yeah.
I have a lot of the same picks here this week, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, side note, I went ahead and changed it. I'm going to Atlanta instead of Cleveland. So you can put that in there.
Yeah, that's all the games. Lots of injuries here, guys, and a lot of them are going to probably be up in the air on some of our picks here, especially for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a fun game.
Yes. Oh no, I will be able to watch it actually.
Mm-hmm. Well, too.
I don't know how much I'm going to watch. I normally watch a little over half.
I'll be leaving for my
Yeah.
camping trips.
Oh, that's
You have tomorrow off. Do you want to go? I normally go every other week to B-Dubs. I didn't go last week. You want to go tomorrow?
We'll see. I'll probably be putting up trim.
Until 8:20 at night?
I'm going to get it all done.
Well, all right.
But if not,
All right, let me know.
we'll see. I'll let you know.
Let me know.
I have a couple things to go over before we end this.
Okay, good. We're sitting at an hour 21, so we're actually doing really good.
Perfect. Okay, so the picture, we have a comment on our YouTube from the man himself, Justin Jackson.
I know, yeah, he posted something on me on Facebook.
Yep. He says, "Good stuff, gentlemen. Thanks for the shout out, Bobby. I wish I could take credit for the painting, but my buddy Odwin does them. Check out his company at New Art Rivals if you get a chance, but enjoy the podcast. Bear down."
What was that? New what?
New Art Rivals.
So shout out to New Art Rivals for doing...
Did you say bear down?
He did say bear down.
He's a Bears fan.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry,
we said that last week.
I know you did,
He was
but-
a Bears fan.
Oh, wow.
And we now
Must be hurting.
have 16 subscribers.
Excellent. So actually, I don't think we've done that a lot.
We never said like and subscribe,
Like and
please.
subscribe.
guys. You know, we have a YouTube channel where this is going to be posted. You can follow us. We will have our links here posted here and in the description to our TikTok channel and to our Twitter feed.
Correct.
So we're going to start getting some more TikToks up. Zach handles all of our, except for the YouTube, he handles the TikTok and the Twitter. You gotta start getting those own cuts going.
Yeah.
You have to handle
Instagram
those
is
yourself.
coming as well.
Instagram's coming. You're probably gonna have to do your own cuts for the TikToks.
Yes.
You're gonna have to figure
I'll
that
have
out.
to figure that out.
Get those going. I think we only have 2 videos. The last video where you scuffed at me last week, I showed you today.
Oh, yeah.
That one has like 700 views.
We are at 700 views with that video.
Oh,
It's
you're welcome.
impressive.
No, I'm kidding.
You gotta talk more. Yay! Sometimes, you know what I mean?
Hey, there's a lot of
Yay!
outcome. We're only quarter of the way through the season.
I know,
so-
right?
There's plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Also, we could have some guests here. I know we talked about it. I think about week 10 we could start getting some guests, and once we start each week, so we seem to be getting better.
Sure.
Now that we've moved in here, we've got to fix the lighting still. Some of the lighting, you have hard shadow behind you that I see. We'll fix behind me. We'll try to get things going. We may move this around. We have some ideas that Zach has. We've got to get those in place. We have another camera angle we might add here soon. We got to figure that out. That's a lot more work for my editor, though. And so we'll see how we want to play that. So, yeah, this will It's a lot shorter. I like that. It felt like we talked about the same, but we're running good, guys.
Yeah.
So good. My editor will appreciate it.
Yes.
There are some more that she's gonna have to cut because of stupid dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyways, I believe that is it for this week. We will catch you guys next week. And that is it.
Peace.
Peace out, guys. Pin. I'm gonna throw it across the room.
I know I wrote it down and it says cut down clicking pen.
And now you're tapping it.
Yeah, get the clicks out.
Gotta get the clicks out.